from what story we heard about, when Pac told you to sleep big. So
Yeah, yeah. And to be honest, it may have came out like that, but it
yeah.
was mainly the person that that was brandishing the weapon.
And you said
Is
Pop.
it true you're going to be a bad boy security?
I'm sorry.
Is it true he's
Oh,
going to be security guard for bad boy?
that who?
Bad boy records. You going to do security for bad boy?
No, well, no, no. I was never had any intentions on doing it, but they contacted a guy that worked for me looking for security.
Gotcha.
Because they were looking for security that night, and they unknowingly, I believe it's unknowingly, contacted a guy that worked for me, and he was like, "Hey, they looking for security. Do you want to, provide some security for them?" I'm like, no, because the security guard, and he didn't mean no harm. He was just thinking that, hey, here's some extra work. Go hang out with them, not understanding the beef of Death Row, that we was kind of like, quote unquote, right way protective services, but really exclusive to Death Row.
A
And
lot of people
so,
said that beef wasn't real, and it just time it got real.
initially, it definitely wasn't with with the Dog Pound and Bad Boys, but the Dog Pounds is what really took it to another level when Biggie got on the radio and wanted that trailer to be shot up. Well, or said what he said on the radio that caused the trailer to get shot up is when Pac took it like, okay, these niggas are serious. They really think I was either there and try to have this trailer shot up, or because now I'm over here on death row, dudes that you used to be cool with is now your enemy.
Hmm.
And so that's how that's why I went to that level or whatever. But then the videos came out and all of that, with Pac with the Scarface at the beginning of the video and all of that, and
Yeah.
then hit him up. The stage stuff, the incident at the Soul Train. It was just a lot of things that went down that took it there. Then the magazines, of course, putting pictures of everybody playing against each other, and so yeah, it was serious,
It got
but
real.
it could have been worked out. I believe all it took was some conversations, and it would have been all worked out.
I'm reading the comments. Carter Kirkpatrick, what's up? Craig, that's your people?
Yeah, that's my son.
Okay. What's up, Carter? How you doing, brother? Hey, let's get off. I'm gonna get back to Shedur questions, but I want to ask you something about sports real quick. We all fathers. What's your thoughts on Stephen A. and LeBron James situation?
uh, I'm a major LeBron fan. I like Stephen A. I think I kind of defend Stephen A. because I do agree that he was mainly just saying that the kid should be in the G League, and that he shouldn't be traveling around. Let him go and do what he's doing in the G League now. He had a 50-point game, a 30-point game, and all of that. Go dominate the G League. You're not ready for it now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's kind of hard when you hear people talking about your kids when you already don't like them. If it
Yeah.
was somebody that maybe that he had a relationship with, see, I think when stuff like that happens, there's already something behind. It's something
Yeah.
that's deeper.
Yeah.
It's just stuff we haven't heard about or we don't know about. But that was just something brutally, and so now you're thinking like, okay, the only reason this nigga is tapping so hard is because this nigga really don't like me, or because I did this or did that. And so, um, I think if Stephen A. would have just took it on the chin when they had that conversation, if he had something, he should have said it that night. But why
Six
go and use your platform with 8 million followers and all of that,
six nine
you know,
5.
and air it out?
You
Say
think
it
he
again,
was
Craig.
6'9", 265? You think he was gonna say something?
Oh,
Say
LeBron would have hurt that man.
it.
Oh, LeBron would have hurt that man. But what would that did? Got him suspended for the rest of the year. probably got $50 million lawsuit. I mean, we can all be tough and bad and all that. That's the problem with him. I would have been like, "What you going to do? I would have called him. I would have talked about his mama and everything, trying to antagonize him to hit me if I know he's that mad. Because my big thing I'll be doing is contacting Morgan and Morgan."
Hey, but Reggie, you brought up a good point I ain't even thought about. It does hit different when somebody talking about your kid that you don't like.
Right? Exactly.
Because you got to think about it. This kid's playing is a professional athlete now, so you're going to get critique. But when it's from the person that you can't stand, you're right. It does hit a little different. I thought LeBron was being a little bitchy. I'm like, yo, you're not a professional athlete now. But when you said that kind of makes sense. Because you can't stand somebody, they can say, hey, you want to slap the shit out of them.
Exactly. You get in your feelings a little more when it's somebody you don't like.
Yeah. I'm not letting nobody go at my son. I'm not letting
But Craig,
wait a minute, but go at your son. All he said is he's not ready for this. Did he tell a lie? Did he tell a lie?
Stephen A has been going at LeBron.
I
came into the league.
He has.
Yeah.
No, hold on. I'm gonna defend Stephen A. He ain't been going as hard as LeBron like Skip Bayless does.
Well, see, LeBron doesn't have no love.
Yeah, he don't care about either one of them.
Yeah.
Apparently, he cared about the punter. He cared about Mac. No, he don't care about Mac. He just had to use that. He just had to use that platform to get on him. Now, if I was LeBron, who I would never do an interview for, or with, they couldn't even talk to me on the sideline, is ESPN. I'd be like, no, y'all here, y'all let that dude go and do a 15, 20 minute. Now, thank God they let him come on his show and respond back. But that's how I'll do it. Be like, oh no, I ain't doing nothing. Where TNT at? Where Charles Barkley at? I'm not doing no more interviews for ESPN. ESPN don't call me for nothing. Because I'm big enough to do that. I don't need ESPN.
Yeah.
Conversation with Shaq and Charles is much more enlightening. It'll be funny as hell.
Oh yeah.
You know, and they're gonna talk about any and everything. They're not gonna worry about the backlash.
Yeah. I don't think he like them either though. He might have to have Kenny Smith and Ernie.
Yeah, this is what I noticed about LeBron, right? And you just said it too. You just brought up another point. You don't think he likes Shaq and Charles. You know why?
I don't.
So them guys don't kiss his ass. They don't kiss the ring. You know what I'm saying? If he sucked that night, they're gonna tell him he sucked.
Yeah.
He ain't like Shannon Sharp. He ain't putting on the LeBron James jersey with the goat mask on. Them guys gonna tell him really he played good that night. They're gonna give him his props. If he didn't, they're gonna let him know they're not kissing the ring, man. That's my opinion. That's my opinion.
He was Laker fan, right?
Who, me?
Very much. Number one. That's all I watch.
Oh.
Yeah, Shannon a Laker fan.
Yeah, Shannon's a Laker fan. But I don't know. You know, Barkley just jealous. He's a hater. Most of the people on the ESPN panel are East Coast. I look at all the females, Monica and all of them. They all just root for East Coast. They hate the Lakers. Yeah. Everybody hate LA. No, everybody hate LA.
Like glitz and glamour.
Yeah. But I don't know. If I was LeBron, I'd boycott all of them. I wouldn't do them. But I would work, you know, like I said, that's how you get back at people. You just be like, all right, I'm only doing interviews with TNT. And then ESPN would have had LeBron. They would have had Stephen A. not mention his name ever again in life.
Huh. What is the story about Luka going back to Dallas and AD coming back to the Lakers?
Who said that?
That's some.
LA ain't ever giving up Luka. They about to give him that
April Fool's joke, Craig. That had to be an April Fool's joke.
Hey, but did y'all hear what happened? Y'all know the reason why. Those people didn't want to give that dude $350 million. The only reason they got rid of him.
Who, Luka?
Who, Dallas?
Luka was scheduled to get $350 if he would have stayed with Dallas. Now the Lakers only got to give him like $250, $260. That's that white boy shit.
Couldn't stay in shape. He was out of shape all the time.
Boy, look at him. Do it look like he's running up and down? Is he out of shape now? He came back within 10 days and been playing well.
Yeah.
That's the bull crap. They didn't want to. They knew they would have to give him like 350, 360. And that was just an NBA decision.
He's 26.
They are not going to pay none of these guys that $350 million.
No, I'm saying he's 26 years old. There's no way I'll be doing LeBron program, looking at his longevity, how he take care of his body.
We listening to sportscasters saying that crap. That man gets up and down the court. That man, look at his record since he's been on the team.
I don't like. He turned that ball over. Luka get in his head and stop playing.
Yeah, he don't play no defense.
He ain't playing no defense. Hell no.
He ain't playing no defense. We lost the game about 2 nights ago because he just let them just run right by him.
He can't put defense on layaway. He just,
he run right by him.
Hey, you follow NFL?
Me?
Yeah, you more in the NFL or college football?
Yes, he follows.
Oh no, man! That's all I talk about is NFL. He don't remember our conversations, no, Craig.
Yeah, I remember. I just want to make sure. I know one thing you say. I couldn't remember was college football, NFL. You didn't really follow.
I don't follow too much college football.
That's what it was. I think I asked you about the Natty, and I remember you told me. Remember I would text you to a national championship, and you say you really don't follow it like that.
Yeah.
So, NFL. What you think about them possibly banning the push tush?
I believe if it's I don't think they should, because I believe just because you got somebody that's strong and now you're trying to take out, because I got a dude that can bitch or can squat 600 pounds, then you find you somebody that can squat 600 pounds and you put them back there.
Exactly.
Now, in college football, was it Matt Leinart? Someone pushed.
Yeah, Matt Leinart, Reggie Bush.
Right.
When they played Texas in the national championship, Reggie Bush pushed Matt Leinart into the
in the end zone. Yeah, that's aiding. That's aiding a running back. That's not the push tush. That's aiding. Yeah, but they allow that now. They used to didn't allow you to aid a running back, but now they let you aid a runner. But
pick up the running back and drag him with him.
Yeah, I just believe, hey man, as long as these guys are athletic enough to do something, don't just because it's very rare, very few people that's athletic enough to do something, then you're gonna try to outlaw it because you want to still push the Matt, staffers or whatever that only benching 200 pounds.
Squatting 200 pounds. That's it. Just squatting 200.
Yeah.
As a team that thought of something that other teams really can't stop.
They all know how to do it well. Well, KC got it down pat. That's what I'll say. You see, they stopped them twice on the goal line in the Super Bowl. They defensive
tackles, man. You guys use some dogs at nose guard or defensive tackles, man.
And you got to just coach against it. You playing against Philly that week. You got to spend a day stopping that.
Yep. You get Philly on 4th and inches, man. You know it's coming.
It's coming. 80% chance. They said 80% chance that they're gonna get the first down.
Yes.
The best two teams that's good at the push tush is Philly and Buffalo. Cause Josh Allen.
Because they got big boys. They got those big boys. They got those big quarterbacks back there.
Yep.
And there are other big quarterbacks back there, but they all just want to get up under. They want to play from the shotgun.
Yeah.
I see teams 4th and 1 out of the shotgun. That's the stupidest thing.
Yeah, that's stupid, man. I never understood that. I'm like, why are y'all doing this? Come on. That's easy to stop. Shotgun quarterbacks 4th and 1. That's easy to stop, man.
I had TV off when my Cowboys did it. Just turn it off. Click.
Hey,
why you keep talking about them, man?
Cowboys.
Yeah.
Y'all about to lose Michael. Y'all about to lose Michael Parsons. What are you talking about? Y'all about to lose the LT of our generation.
Hey, he about to sign a big contract. Saw it yesterday.
He said he gonna sign shit. Him and that agent ain't gonna let him sign now. Jerry done disrespected. Look, I hope he white. I don't even know what color the agent is. I hope he's white.
Man, you got agents in the NFL. They making big moves, man. They get these guys big money, man.
They paying. He about to be the highest paid non-quarterback in the history.
Yeah.
And then who they just gave $40 million to? Oh, that boy in Cleveland, right?
Yeah, Cleveland. Yeah, his ass talking about he want to win, but when they put that money in front of him, he want to stay in Cleveland now.
So Micah is saying he saw they'll get 40, so you know he got to get.
Yeah.
He got to get at least 42, 43 now.
Yeah, Micah still got a lot to prove, man. Old boy from Cleveland to prove himself already, man. Micah still got a lot to prove though to get that money though.
Now Michael the truth. That's our modern day LT. That's our modern day LT.
Shut his camera off. Talking like that. Micah,
he's the modern day LT.
Micah, hey, you know almost every play. Michael getting held, grabbed, face mask, everything.
Michael ain't getting held, man. Tell him he need to get his weight up.
And they have to double team him. They gotta know where he's at. Hey. They go the opposite side of the field from where he's at.
Yeah, at one play he got held 3 times. They showed it 3 times. And you know, he asked the official, he said, "What was that?" He said, "I don't think you would have got to the quarterback." A 4-2-40. What do you mean I'm not going to get to the quarterback?
And that's part of the game.
You know, like to your point, Miller, you know, he'll probably be on top for 3 or 4 years, and then we'll get somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Got to pay. They pay that Japanese dude $750 with no problem, and all he was doing is designate hitting.
Yeah, he couldn't even pitch anymore.
I want you to keep an eye out on this kid, Reggie. He from my hometown, man. He played at South Carolina State. Aaron Smith. I think he's gonna be the next Michael Parsons, man. They were talking about him on NFL Network. He's gonna be a sleeper.
Okay. Yeah, this year he coming out?
He coming out this year. He gonna be in the draft this year.
Okay.
Yeah, South Carolina State.
It's a weak draft. There's no major players in there this year.
Yeah, you're right, especially quarterback wise, man.
From 1 through 30 is weak.
Y'all think I'm gonna get to a Suge Knight question, but you think Shedur is gonna do something in the NFL? I ain't trying to hate on the young brother, but
Shedur?
Yeah.
One thing I like about him is nothing's too big for him. He can play under the lights. But I don't think he got. I'm just in the big players. I don't like these 6'2", 6'3", 6. You got to be one. Look at Josh Allen. Look at these boys. Yeah. I mean, our boy Jackson do good just because he's fast, but he always hurt when it comes down to the.
And Shedur doesn't have his father's speed.
He don't have it at all. That's why he didn't run in the combine. That's why he didn't do it, because that would have been exposed.
Yeah,
well, it's pro day Friday, man. I'm interested to see what we're gonna do Friday. It's pro day.
Just throw the ball. He ain't gonna do no speed. He ain't gonna do no 40. He ain't gonna do no 40. He gonna throw to Travis. They gonna throw each other the ball, and
I think Travis going high. I think Travis
will go in the top 3. Well, Travis better get something. He better get rid of that girl. I would have a clause in there. This bitch can't come. She got to stay at home with her mama. You only can see her doing all season.
Yeah, that boy in love, man.
Man, she gonna be a head problem. She gonna be a problem for him.
Yeah, she is. I believe it. I believe so, man.
And she gonna start fucking one of his teammates.
Yeah,
get that good boy. Get. That ain't gonna hold up. I don't even know how they think that's gonna hold up, because all you do is take it to court, especially in California. You just take it in and say, well, he got a raise. I need more money now.
What if she signed
you think they ain't gonna hold up? Seriously, you think they're gonna hold up? 18, he went and pay 18 years worth of child support.
You can't pay in advance because you get raises.
Right, but what if she signed a contract? Because you know some people are money hungry. They want money up front.
I'll sign it. Yeah, I bought a house and a car. It cost me $1 million for that. That's all it is. It's $5,000 a month for 18 years. That's $1,080,000 or something like that.
They wanted that.
You know how quick she gonna go through that? She's not even gonna sign that. No attorney would even let her sign that.
Man, what if she?
But I would let her sign it.